Everyone step down. The 10th order of the day is the motion on need to develop the Idere Hill at Ibarakwa Central local government area of Oyo State as an international tourist center standing in the name of Honorable Muraina Ajibola. Honorable Ajibola is invited to move the motion. Work on it, I told you.
My honorable colleagues, I am Honorable Dr. Ajibola Muraina. I represent Ibarakwa Central, Ibarakwa North constituency. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I'm from Oyo State. Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I have a motion, and with your kind permission, I am prepared to move on the need to develop Idere Hills at Ibarakwa Central local government area of Oyo State as an international tourist center. The House notes that in 2019, the tourism industry contributed 10.4% of the global gross domestic product, GDP, which decreased to 5.5% in 2020 due to the restrictions placed on the global travels following the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. The House also notes that several African countries have developed thriving and sustainable tourism industries, as many may be seen in Morocco, where the tourism industry contributed 18% of the country's GDP in 2019. The House further notes that in 2019, the tourism industry contributed $1.5 billion to Nigeria's economy, which decreased due to outbreak of COVID-19 and the restrictions placed on international travel. The House is concerned that the Nigerian tourism industry remains relatively undeveloped, despite the uniqueness, richness, and diversity of Nigeria's tourism resources. The House believes that the tourism industry in Nigeria has the potential of contributing much more to the economy, provided that the federal government, the 36 state governments, and the Federal Capital Territory put in place measures to harness the potentials of the numerous natural tourist attractions that abound in the country. The House is aware that Idere Hills, situated in Idere town in the Ibarakwa Central local government area of Oyo State, which is about 2 hours drive from Ibadan, is gradually emerging as a new tourism center, as it has been attracting patronage from local and international tourists. The House is also aware that Idere Hills is endowed with about 14 natural attractions, among which are a suspended lake, unexploited caves, beautiful topography, unusually shaped rocks, friendly weather, and a fortress, and is blessed with several historic artifacts and archaeological materials, which are yet to be studied and documented by the National Library and the National Museum. The House observes that the inhabitants of Idere town and their adjoining settlements often organize annual carnivals, which attract visitors from all over the world, and the government of Oyo State has been promoting and developing Idere Hills as an emerging and thriving international tourism center. The House is cognizant that if Idere Hills is officially recognized and developed as an international tourism center, the benefits to the country will be enormous, including protection of the environment, preservation of natural resources, and conservation of wildlife, as well as preservation of the cultural heritage of the inhabitants, hence providing social, economic benefits for the host communities, or your state and the country as a whole. The House resolves, 1, to urge the federal government to officially declare Idere Hills as an international tourism center in Nigeria, and develop it by providing good roads, lodging, hospitals, and ancillary services for the comfort of tourists and inhabitants who may require them. 2, the House resolves to mandate the Committees on Culture and Tourism to ensure compliance and report back to the House within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honourable Speaker, and my honourable colleagues. I move in terms of my motion papers. I beg to move, sir.
Those in support, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it.